Welcome to Module 1. I am going to be going through some things with you on here so you know what to expect for Module 1, which is all about chemical kinetics. So if you go into modules, notice it's not open yet, but it will be very soon. I have dates at the top here. That's when you should be expected to be working on things. And the last date is when essentially everything for that module is due. So keep that in mind. Some of the sections are longer than others, but this chemical kinetics is, I would say, a fairly average sized section, about the same as Chem 161 was. These should go up later today. So I'm going to start with the overview for Module 1 and what you can expect to learn. This might be completely new for you. So this is chemical kinetics. So what we're talking about is how fast reactions are happening, how we can speed them up, so on and so forth. So you should be able to list the factors that affect chemical reaction rates, so how to speed them up and slow them down, determining the average rate and instantaneous rate if I give you data. So how fast is that reaction going? So that'll usually be in molarity per second or molarity per minute, how often we're creating or using things. Finding what's called a rate law that tells you a lot about the reaction, but it is not related to stoichiometry. Using the integrated rate law when you have problems with time and concentration. So when I want to know how much time it's going to take before I run out or something along those lines. Analyzing graphical data to determine the order of a reaction rate law. This is exactly what you're going to be doing in the lab. So this will kind of go along really well with that kinetics lab that will be coming in 2 weeks. Using the Arrhenius equation to find an unknown variable given kinetics data. Arrhenius really can tell you how, based on the temperature change, how the K value, which is a constant, changes. Describing the molecularity of steps in a reaction mechanism. So most reactions are more than one step. So this will tell you, a mechanism tells you what those steps are and how we got from point A to point B. And then using that reaction mechanism to determine the rate law or vice versa. So those are related to each other. And so to learn the content, as usual, the things you're going to do is watch the lecture videos and answer any questions I pose to you in those lecture videos, which go along with the notes packet for Module 1. So I highly recommend printing that notes packet and going through those questions. When I say pause and try this problem, pause and try the problem. It's really good for you to think about it first before I explain to you how to do it, to see if you're kind of understanding what's going on. Otherwise, you might want to circle that and let me know later that I need to go over it. Do all the practice problems in there. And if you have issues, come see me during office hours or Zoom or whatever. Assignment wise, you do have an active chemistry assignment and a group activity. So the active chemistry assignment is chapter 14 and the group activity or the worksheet essentially is both due on 1/29, which is next Sunday. This video will be right there. So I am going to look at a couple of the things you will see in Module 1. You can just kind of click through, right? Notes packet is here. The videos will be up later today. So you can see we've got 7 essentially lecture videos that go along with this. The active chemistry assignment, you can go through the link here. You can just go to active chemistry and log into your account. If you have not figured that out yet, please let me know via email as soon as possible. Then your group assignment. So I did change how this is structured for your group assignment. I just want you to print it, do all your work on there, and then upload pictures. Now, if you don't have access to a printer, that's fine. You can do all of your work on a separate sheet of paper as long as you number them. And then upload that as well. I had a couple questions about group work and if you can just submit one for a group, and that's not how it's going to work. You are all going to submit your own for multiple reasons. First of all, so that you can actually work through the problem, even if you're problem solving in a group. So problem solving in the group is great. It helps you kind of think in different ways, but you do need to solve it with your own pencil because that will help you in understanding how that problem solving process will work when we get to the test, for example. The other reason is because I want to be able to give you all feedback. And if I just grade one person's, then you probably won't be able to get to that feedback whenever you need to. And finally, I want you to have your own assignment submitted just to kind of keep everybody in check and so that you can go back and reference it when you're preparing to get ready for your test. So you do have to submit your own. You are welcome to work together. So if your work looks identical to somebody else's, I totally understand why that would be. But make sure that you get those done and upload that. And you do not have to do question by question, just one assignment upload is fine. I prefer a PDF, that's easier for me to grade. But if it's pictures, that works too. Okay. I do have some extra practice stuff here, or really some videos. I think most of these are from Khan Academy, except of course the crash course. But over the years, these are the ones that I have found are the most beneficial and helpful, especially doing rate law. A lot of people get caught up on rate laws, so I highly recommend watching that if you need a little help. And the last thing on here is, of course, the Zoom discussion. So next week I will be meeting on Thursday, again on Zoom, if you have any questions. So that means like reply here if there's anything you want me to go over again, even if you won't be there, because I will record the Zoom session and I will upload it so you can see it later. So any homework questions or concepts or active chemistry questions, please hit reply here and put those in the comments, and then I can absolutely go through those. You can make it anonymous if you would like to, that's completely fine. Hi, so that's it for module 1, all about chemical kinetics. If you have questions, send me an email. I also wanted to let you know that if you need help and you cannot make it to my office hours, send me an email. We can set up a Zoom time where I can help you, or send me an email with a picture of your work. If you're stuck on a problem, I can usually kind of help you via email and explain where you got stuck, or we're doing something incorrectly, or just kind of help you overall. So if you have a question, please email me. I will get back to you as soon as possible. So good luck with this module, and hopefully I will see you soon.